And
Damon.
No! Hi guys, welcome back to the finale of The Vampire Diaries. Today we'll be watching episode 22 of season 7, Gods and Monsters. Let's dive right in because, first of all, two things. I cannot believe we're at the end. Second, okay, including the first part, I cannot believe we're at the end and we're continuing on for the last season of The Vampire Diaries. Insane. And second, this entire Bonnie ordeal, it's really aggravating me in a very different way. I like seeing her as this badass, but not to the point where what's happening is happening. It's just like more how do you say, it's like as if she's getting vengeance for all the times that she died and these guys have just lived on with their life, and sort of like it's making it portray her as this character that's gotten absolutely no control over herself. So I don't know why I'm really blowing it out of proportion, for sure. I know that. But it's just that, I really love Bonnie's character. And finally, she's got someone like Enzo. She deserves, truly, I am being very cheesy, she truly deserves a happy ending. And she doesn't need this drama. And now that we've got it, we might as well just get on board with it and see exactly how we can kill that last shaman. Not shaman. Is he a shaman? I think he is the last everlasting life. So how we can kill that guy, but that only means that we have to enter into the armory with that evil spirit. I say spirit because it's only voices that we've heard, but yeah, whatever is inside, because the armory is completely gone, just like that, shattered. Again, in terms of talking about the armory, it started off very abrupt about the armory, and then suddenly we saw their arms and forces, and then literally they opened the vault and completely shattered. There's no armory anymore. We don't know what, we were introduced into the armory knowing that Alexandria is Enzo's you could say cousin and family relative, and he was working for them so that he could get more answers about his parents. Did he get those answers? What was it like? What exactly was the point of this armory? I just feel like it was completely useless, because we had like 3 different plots altogether. We had the Heretics at the start, then we had Reyna, and then we came back to the armory, and then the Heretics were gone, and now Reyna is dead, Bonnie is taken over, armory is gone, and it's literally last Bonnie. I'm just like, it's so all over the place to me, and I feel like I hope this conclusion, like this particular episode, concludes a very confusing season for sure, and we get, as I said, a happy ending for Bonnie, because she really deserves it, and she doesn't deserve this bullshit that she's going through, like a psychotic phase. So it's not even a phase, it's a psychotic version of herself. So again, not herself, it's a psychotic version of this Reyna coming into her. So yeah, let's see for the second last time before we go on to season 8 what we have in store for this finale. And sorry, real reminder, I'm so sorry, my computer is making real noise, laptop, so if you hear something in the background, it's my laptop acting up, so my apologies.
there's a preserved body at the armory called the Final Everlasting. All we have to do is destroy that. Monster is a monster no more.
But if you kill the everlasting, Bonnie dies. And so do we, for that matter.
I've been told differently.
Yeah.
I can't get in.
No, it's for us, so that we don't have to run anymore. And that is not a good enough excuse to involve my children in this mess.
You know these scars that we have link her to us, huh? She can probably hear what we're saying right now. She can probably hear
I don't want to hurt them.
Then untie me. Let me help you, okay? I can stop you.
I know in my heart that I should.
Sorry, man.
It's been alive for thousands of years.
Don't be scared, love. Now tell me what it is.
Lizzie siphoned me the other day.
What?
The girls had their friend's birthday party, and Lizzie took Josie's goodie bag. I took it back from her, and then she grabbed my arm. Bonnie?
I need you to drive faster.
Shit, she's
Why, what
catching up.
I'm gaining on you. Tell Stefan to drive faster and don't stop.
I got this.
Reverse. Okay. Trick. Perfect. That's something I'd do for sure. The reverse. Toing.
Do you think they're okay?
You have to assume they are. She's still after us.
Any word from Damon?
I haven't heard from Damon, which means he probably has a plan that doesn't involve us.
Wow, considering the fact that I tracked down you, your pilot, and your plan all
Right.
on a little bit of brotherly intuition. Yes, Damon, as a matter of fact, I do.
Have you forgotten that I'm running from a hunter, Stefan? I'm trying to get out of her way.
Lizzie and Josie could siphon Bonnie's spell. I said no, instantly, because I thought it was just about me and Damon and Enzo, and that's fine. She's scared, Rick.
Tell me what it is we need to do.
Wow. We got on board really quick. Right.
So this is just gonna go on forever.
It's okay. I stopped you. I can keep stopping you.
You're human, Matt. You don't belong in this fight.
Oh my god.
You made the right choice. To hell with the consequences. We actually agreed, Stefan. I sent out a press release. And then you spend one night with blonde ambition. You're right back to your old, boring, choice matter self.
Love that you felt for me or Bonnie or anybody else.
It wasn't about you, Stefan.
Oh, it had absolutely everything to do with me. I looked you in the eyes, Damon, and I begged you to stay. And you turned your back on me like it was nothing.
I know something cool. You two are special. Because you two are the keys.
Oh, so
Let's play a
adorable.
game. Everyone put one hand on the door.
Wow. Yes, little ones.
Give me some credit. Come on, love. I'll lead you on a little wild goose chase.
Okay. I see you.
I'm kind of yapping.
Oh!
See when this is over.
Babe, be far away from that. You need to be there for your girls. Get away. Good, good. Don't come in.
Enzo said the final everlasting is in a coffin somewhere. So let's just find this thing and get the hell out of here.
Naturally, it's not going to be that easy. That's whatever that thing spirit is will find us. Oh no, please don't end.
No, I can't do that.
Come on. That risotto isn't that bad.
Is it vegetarian?
Whatever's down there is no bueno.
Which is why you need me.
Let me do this, Stefan. There is a girl waiting outside for you, and if you go in there with me and get all screwed up, you're gonna have problems with her, and you're gonna blame me.
I don't care. I can help you.
I know my choices suck sometimes, and you like to be there to head them off with the past, but this time, I need you to believe in me. Okay?
How is the coffin even in the vault? We saw that it wasn't in the vault. Doesn't Enzo know where this is? No, come on. This is
If you need me, I'll be right outside. Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh God, Rick. Oh God. I am going to hell for laughing.
I don't want to do this.
No! Sorry, how is the coffin here? They weren't even able to open the damn vault before. How will the coffin end up here? What?
This is over. Don't remember this moment. Remember the other ones. New Year's Eve. You're terrible, terrible, terrible. You never really got me better than I said it did. He's all right.
No, you should stay. You changed my life. You know that, right? I mean, you completely turned it around. I guess a part of me thought that maybe one day those moments might become something more. We're a family. And we will always, always be a family.
As screwed up as your life is, you're not even gonna consider that I could be a ghost.
I'm so sorry.
You're terrible, Sean.
I love that you took the humor out of that.
Sorry, Matt.
Oh, thank God.
You don't bore with me either. There's a better life for you out there. You just have to wake up and find it.
I still had some things I wanted to say to you when this was over.
I don't like it.
It wasn't though.
Thank me in person with gifts.
Damon, get...
And
No, not this. Not Elena, no, no.
Damon.
where are you?
Right here.
Damon.
Only hurts at first.
What are you all talking about?
It's kind of fun.
Oh my God.
I'm worried about Bonnie. She lost the two people closest to her, and she can't even do a locator spell to find them. Her magic never came back. She feels helpless.
I don't know what's wrong with them, or what they're doing, or why. But I promise you, we'll get them back. It's not his fault.
Never gets old, it sure as hell hasn't yet.
What? If I was waiting after finishing that finale, waiting for the next season, I'd be so pissed off. Thankfully, I don't. So yeah, I'm sorry for those who had to, but I'm not at the same time. Honestly, not happy. Not gonna lie, I'm really a bit disappointed at the way it ended. I would definitely say that this season was really the weakest. I agree. The storyline had potential in many ways. Like, I really liked the Reyna storyline. For all in all, I actually appreciated the momentum of it as how it was going at the start. I truly appreciate the Heretics introduction, all of that. But it genuinely lost track as and when we lost the first couple of Heretics, and then everything went really haywire. Once this entire Bonnie storyline happened, it just got a bit weird. There was a lot of transitions between the 3 years. Not like it was so many different information at so many different times. I just felt that if they had taken one path, like Heretics and Reyna at the same time, it would have at least achieved a bit more of clarity. But I just didn't think that the ending of the season had anything to do at all with the season. Naturally, because we sort of drifted from the start. We started off different, ending off way different. I think this has been the most, like, no connection at all, in my opinion. Like, if I recall, like, season 1, we had complete evidence about this girl named Catherine, who also looked like Elena, and everything was leading up to that with the entrance of Catherine. To me, still till date, that was the perfect way to end season 1 and continue on. It was brilliant. We had a lot of explanation from that perspective, who Catherine was, how Catherine exactly looks like Elena, why should she look like Elena, introduction into the vampires, all of that. That just, laid out the information before getting us ready for the next season. This season has no connection, meaning that I don't get this evil thing. Like, what is the purpose of introducing some other supernatural thing? Like, it makes no sense to me. I genuinely have, all of a sudden we find out about this armory mid-season, and then we find out that the main person in the armory, the main person running the armory, happens to be the relative of Enzo, which again, to me, till date seems really bizarre, because we get no answers till very end that they are related as cousins, and we don't get more answers about Enzo's family because of what he does to get those answers. He goes to the limit where he works with the armory, he tries and hurts Bonnie and all of that, but at the end, who are your parents? We don't get anything. I like that they introduced Enzo in this. It's good that they brought more clarity to his character, because in this season 6, honestly, he and Matt truly were the worst writings of characters ever. I genuinely don't know why they really misplaced the thought of what their characters truly mean. But at least in this, it makes sense. But I wish they introduced it a bit more sooner, like who this armory is, what this armory is about. I guess only until we found out about the Heretics, we would not have gotten more clarity about this armory. But again, this flashing back 3 years does get a bit confusing, and really, it's just more like, okay, so what's your point? That's my end result to this. We find out that there are these 8 shamans, 8 or 7 or 8 shamans, whomever, I think she had 7 lives. So all these shamans linking to Reyna. So that bit was really good. I really liked the Reyna storyline and how she became a huntress herself, why she became one. And it was a different way to seeing how she became one. We see the Brotherhood of the Five, how they become hunters themselves. And we see that this is the shaman way, where she becomes a huntress herself. So we get to see a bit more difference of becoming hunters and huntresses, right? I liked that. Truly, I appreciated Reyna's character. But then she gets captured by the armory, and then they do these tests on her, and then Mary Louise and Nora destroy the stone, and now she has no purpose. And literally in seconds, we just get rid of her character. It took us so long to see the face revelation. I think it was after 10, 11 episodes, we got to see who Reyna was. And then by the 15th episode or something, that's it. She's done. Her character is over. what was the point of starting off with Reyna and ending her so quickly? Like, I just felt like we have to get more like significance to her character. I feel like there were too many different elements in one season. They should have chosen one straight path and that's it, focused on it. It's like, you know how they say less is more. I feel like that should have been the thing. Too much, like, if you wanted to stay with the Heretics, stay with the Heretics, and then end up with, like, I don't know, Heretics were against us, and then somehow we get a way to, work with us to say get rid of Reyna. That could have been it. But now all of a sudden we see Bonnie has become this evil huntress herself because Reyna transferred her life to Bonnie, and now she's this psychotic person who wants to kill vampires, hunting down her friends. And then all of a sudden, we have no clue whether or not it would work, but apparently a shaman who was the descent of the person creating what they created for Reyna, told that the last remaining coffin is in the Armory. But I don't remember them saying in the vault, which again makes no sense. They have not opened the vault, right? If you think about it, I remember seeing all their coffins with Enzo and Bonnie in one room. That was not the vault in the basement at all. Because they were killing, like every time they would kill Reyna, they could see the shaman's body deteriorating, which was again in a regular room. How is it possible that they just opened the vault and somehow the last shaman, which we also saw was with the remaining bodies, happened to be in the vault? Once they opened the vault, everyone died. Like everyone got literally slaughtered, including Alexandria herself. So how did the coffin end up in the vault? How did it even end up in the basement? It wasn't even in the basement. They said that they checked everywhere and the coffin was nowhere to be found. How could it be in the vault? That just makes no sense to me. Please let me know where it, like, did I miss something? They could not have taken that coffin until they, removed the spell, like until Bonnie did that spell to remove the barrier so that they could enter or open the vault. So what happened there? Am I overthinking that? I don't know. Like, to me, it just seems a bit completely, I think they forgot that certain events happened and they were just rolling with the story. So I don't know, just see, again, too many elements in a season would just, you tend to forget so many things, but at the same time you're like, this makes no sense because I remember this happening, and then you're like, how did this happen? So it's a lot of thoughts that I'm trying to place together and I just don't understand myself. So yeah, and then, this entire, Lily Salvatore coming into play. I really like the fact that they brought Damon and Stefan's mom. That was a really good introduction. I loved Valerie's character. She was a really good one. Again, truly, I really liked the Heretics. They, even though they were at the start really completely something I did not expect, like I knew they were going to be against us, but I truly adapted to their character and I adapted to their, sort of presence in Mystic Falls, and I enjoyed it genuinely. I actually enjoyed this more than season 5. No offense, like I enjoyed it more than the overplaying of Silas's story, and with the introduction of, say, like Ketsia, it was so good. Ketsia and Silas' revenge and all of that, and then after that Amara came in, it was good, and then it made no sense. Like, I just didn't understand what season 5 was about because it was very open-handed and literally very not coming together as a season. So that's what I think. But I guess I wish we found out more answers as to why Reyna's blood, because I know she was a huntress and she her blood is lethal, you could say, against witches. But that theory just came out of nowhere. Like, what is that? How is it that, why did the Armory feed Reyna's blood to these witches? Did they have like this pre-research that they knew that that Reyna's blood would be harmful against witches, and they just wanted to test it in the form of pills? Like, where did that come from? I was like, it just was put out there. There's so many things that was just there, and I'm just like, okay, this came out of nowhere. Did we find any like research, or like did we know this before? So I just kept these thoughts to myself, like maybe I'm like really like I have a fish brain and I've forgotten so many elements to the story, but actually I genuinely do not recall any of this being hinted to us at the start. So yeah, all in all, I think like the best thing about this is Caroline's babies are like damn adorable. I really love it. Enzo and Bonnie. Now these guys are like on, I don't know, an evil spirit ripper binge, I guess. I don't know what, like, okay, I understand Enzo going into the vault and trying to save his girl to make sure that Damon is not possessed by this evil spirit. All we know is this what's her name? I forgot the sister's name that was in the was in the facility. I can't remember who told Bonnie not to open it. So somehow she was aware to like warn Bonnie to not open it, and then she told that this thing is 1,000 years old. What is with these like long history? So again, no idea what this means, because apparently her great grandfather opened this vault and was never himself, right? And if Enzo and Alexandria are cousins, so essentially he's cousins with all these girls as well, right? So if Enzo's father built the Armory, right, how is it that the vault was there? Because it looked like the vault was a part of the Armory since the 1800s or something like that. Again, I think I'm reading too much into it, but I just feel like there are a lot of branches in the story which make no sense. And I feel like it really is very, in my opinion, truest opinion, poorly written. And yeah, this Bonnie fiasco was a bit much, like, to me. I just did not, I really liked her being like this badass, like with a shotgun. I loved it. I love the way she was like now you know what it feels like to see me, like I died 100 times and now you know what it's like to be on the verge of death. I like that. Like, you know, they should all get a taste of what her best friend went through. But I did not really enjoy that storyline of her becoming one, like trying to kill everyone. And then we had no idea whether or not killing the shaman would kill her, but somehow she's fine. Again, isn't her life, like, isn't Reyna's life the life of Bonnie right now? Like, because Bonnie was dying, Reyna transferred her life to her. That means if you kill the shaman, it means that it should have killed Bonnie. That would have been the sane idea. Like, at least that would have made sense. But it just killed the supernatural link. How is that possible? Like, isn't that what that shaman did when he was transferring? When Reyna killed herself, isn't that what the purpose of it was? Everything that she went through, Bonnie will go through it. So if you kill the shaman, Bonnie will, unless it's like something where, oh, if you kill Bonnie, then the shaman dies and, you know, you die yourself. But because initially we saw that Reyna dies and then the shaman's bodies would deteriorate, would like literally become, it would decompose. But this time it was the other way around. The shaman's body was burnt and she still went on. It's like as if Reyna's spirit died. again, is it because we know that Bonnie is fighting it? So it's like Bonnie and, I don't know, I feel like it was like a Harry Potter thing, like Harry Potter and Voldemort in one go, and they killed the Voldemort spirit and Harry is safe. So Harry is Bonnie in this instance. Can you see, I'm like overwhelmed with these facts, and there was a lot going on. The best thing also, another thing about this was as I said, the parallels between this show and the originals. I really love it, and I really enjoyed the appearances with these two, like Klaus and Stefan. I really liked that. I loved that bit. And then I really liked the Heretics. I guess they all got closure with Lily Salvatore, the Salvatore brothers. I don't know if it's complete closure, but I feel like they did. At least Stefan, but yeah, Damon in his never-ending Phoenix Stone guilt. I guess, yeah, he regrets what his last words were to his mom. And then now this evil spirit out of nowhere, trapped in a vault. I guess, 1,000 years old. That's the plot for season 8. So they're all evil, like they meaning what's his name, Damon and Enzo, hanging up bodies, 60-70 bodies missing, right? For what joy? I don't know. What's the purpose of killing them? So how exactly, I mean, it literally had like evil hands. So what does it do? Does it possess you? Or yeah, because it possesses you to make you have no empathy, no love, whatnot. So yeah, I don't know. Again, 1,000 years, not sure. I guess the only person who can make sense of the situation are the witches in New Orleans. Just dive right there, or at least ask one of them to come so that you don't bring the trouble there. But yeah, very interesting. So all in all, I would say this finale was, in terms of ranking till now, season 1 was the best. I would say this is my last rating out of all the seasons. So I can't recall what my ratings were for the previous seasons, but definitely I know season 1 is my number 1 favorite. And this season is my last last in the list. So yeah, it's just truly based off of the facts that we have, and I just feel like as a complete storyline, it wasn't so great. It was a whole lot of information, and it was not done well in my aspect. But yeah, that's just my theory, and not theory, but my opinion on this season. I hope season 8 at least gives us more clarity as to what this evil spirit is. Pretty sure, very much that is the story plot, but knowing that there are only 16 episodes, so the pressure of, you know, getting the story all together and wrapping it in 16 episodes, I wonder what it could be basically. But yeah, very excited for season 8. I even got ready with tissues just in case I did cry, but doesn't seem like the case. So I'm happy. I'm happy I didn't cry. That's the one good thing, I guess. And again, the one other good thing about this is Bonnie and Enzo. Genuinely, that's like the highlight of this season. I just love them two together. So I'm very excited to see them two together more in season 8, and like, you know, 10 times fold, like how we had with Damon and Elena. So more with Bonnie and Enzo. So yeah. I don't know, what did you guys think about season 7? I know some of you didn't like it, but those who did, what did you guys think? Like, was this finale like sort of justified with what we received in the first 21 episodes? Let me know what your theories are. I'm very excited to read the comments, and definitely I'll keep an eye out for any new information that I might have missed out. So do let me know about any facts that I might have missed out as well, because it's good to sort of recap, and I do have a fish brain, so I do forget some things, but it's because, you know, I'm trying my level hardest to put the main important facts in my mind, but I tend to like lose touch if there's a lot going on. So yeah, do let me know what you guys thought about this episode, and I'll see you in season 8, the final season. I'm actually happy that Vampire Diaries is wrapped up in season 8. It's been not in a rude way, but I just feel like it's good that they did wrap up in season 8. I think it's quite a lot of seasons have gone, and you know, in terms of trying to find new supernatural storyline, there's all that, you know, it's like there has to be a limit to everything. So how much can go on in the supernatural world? So I'm happy that they're going to end it they ended it in season 8. So yeah, I'm also very excited to continue season 4 of the original. So it's a lot. I loved season 3 of the original, so let's see how it goes with season 4 and season 8, and then the final of season 5 of the originals. But yeah, a lot happening. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Please don't forget to wear a mask and stay safe for your friends and family. I'll see you guys in season 8. Bye.